Good afternoon. Today we have to see a poem, "O Captain, My Captain" by Walt Whitman, American poet, was born on 1819 and died in 1892. He was a renowned American poet, essayist, journalist, humorist, and was a part of the transition between transcendentalism and realism, and incorporated both of those views into his writing. He is often referred to as the father of free verse and was one of the most influential poets in the American canon. During his time, his work was often labeled as controversial, and his first collection of poetry titled Leaves of Grass, published at his own expense, was described as obscene of its overt sensuality. He is best remembered for his poem, "O Captain, My Captain," when lilacs last in the dooryard bloomed, written as an elegy on President Abraham Lincoln. His books, such as Life and Adventure of Jack Angel here, and The Half-Breed, A Tale of the Western Frontier, also published in a daily newspaper in 1846. It is fictional story. Here the poem, that is "O Captain, My Captain," was published in Walt Whitman's famous book, collection of poetry, sequel of Drum Taps, in 1865, and was later adapted to Leaves of Grass in 1867. It was composed to about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, whom Walt Whitman admired, and focuses on the grief of the public on the death of a beloved president, and the context of this is that the American Civil War. The poem uses the traditional metaphor of a ship captain who is like a father figure for the nation, but who dies abroad his vessel while returning from the war. Ironically, though, the shores are lined with people awaiting his return and celebrating victory. The captain lies cold and dead upon the deck. Here, the captain refers to Abraham Lincoln, for whom the bells toll and the bugles tree. The poem moves along with its end rhymes that are uncharacteristic of Whitman. The words "My captain are fallen cold and dead" appear again and again like a refrain full of lament and disbelief at his juxtaposition of celebration and mourning. This is short information about the poem. Now we will read the poem and we will discuss the poem in detail. "O Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every wreck, and prize we sought is o'er. The port is near, the bells I hear, the people are exulting, while follow eyes on the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring, but oh hurt, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red. Where on the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. O captain, my captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you and the flag is flung. For you the banjal trees, for you bouquets and ribbons wreaths, for you showers a crowding, for you they call the swaying masses, their eager faces turning here, Captain, dear father. His arm beneath your head, it is some dream that on the day you have fallen cold and dead. My captain does not answer, his lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arm, he has no pulse nor will. The ship is anchored safe and sound, its voyage closed and done. From fearful trip, the victor ship comes in with the object or exalt or shore and ring o bells. But I, with mournful tread, walk the deck my captor lies, fallen cold and dead. This is the poem, O Captain, my Captain, where the feelings of the speaker are described in the very opening lines of the poem. That is, he is addressing to the captain of the ship. Here the poem is with the historical background of assassination of Abraham Lincoln. After the death of the Abraham Lincoln, thousands of people or lakhs of people from the America were in the strong shock and they disliked the assassination, the death of Abraham Lincoln in such a cruel way. They appealed Abraham Lincoln, that is the captain. Here he is compared, and he is referred as the captain of the ship. That the O captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done. Means the trip is over now. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is over. The port is near. The bell I hear. The people are exulting. Means the peoples are very excited. Exulting means the peoples are showing very excitement, especially at something you have achieved. The people were very happy to see Abraham Lincoln, that is the captain, and here these peoples were very eager. But at last, in the concluding lines of the poem, that it is stated that the Abraham Lincoln of the captain is lying as a dead, or as the his fallen cold and dead, and no moments were observed there and here. As the no moments were observed here, he is speaking about the Abraham Lincoln's death. And the poet is very unhappy to see such a death because he admired Abraham Lincoln. He also expressed in the poem that the people gathered there around the ship wanted to celebrate. Everyone is celebrating on the shore and the bells are ringing and such things are here in honor of the Abraham Lincoln, but at last he referred it as lament and disbelief at this juxtaposition of the celebration and mourning. Such type of the poem is there. Oh Captain, my Captain, this is a very short poem. With this, I conclude. Okay, thank you, good day.